Ready? Perfect, thank you. So thank you for being here. As I mentioned this morning and last week, every school district in America that opens up schools on the first day has a late bus. I am proud of the work where we started this morning. 90% of our buses arrived on time. Where hopefully we can get them all home safely, feed them, and bring them back, and that'll be a successful day. So I'm really proud of the team, proud of the work that really has taken place all summer long to get to where we are today. Currently, we are still at 1,145 teacher vacancies. When you look at our data, we've sent 53 of our project facilitators into our neediest schools and where we have the greatest needs in our community to help. When I say project facilitators, 53 project facilitators from the district office that have been in classrooms. So we can look at it and bring that down. That number is also what can I tell you from our HR perspective is 17% fewer vacancies than the previous year. So we're headed in the right direction there. We haven't had any major safety issues. Our police and in partnership with Metro, as they reported, so really proud of that work. And really, when you think about being here and Silvestri, excited about where we are, where we're headed as a district with what we saw today here in the 6 middle schools. I don't have the list of 6, but we do our work with our schools and really looking at where we are as a community. As I continue to mention, our staff, really proud of the work our classroom teachers, our support staff, our bus drivers, our food service. Every school that I go to, teachers are excited, as I said there would be, to welcome our children back to a great academic school year. A lot of work to do, 179 more days. The intention that we have around achievement won't go unnoticed. Our deputy superintendent, our teaching and learning division is really monitoring and will continue to pursue greatness around the standards and the work that's happening in our classrooms to support our hardworking educators. So a great first day. I say to our parents and our community, every day matters. Every single day matters. So send your kids to school every single day. Our educators will welcome them and support them academically. And now I'll turn it over to you to ask any so I can answer any questions.
You mentioned teacher vacancies. Let's ask the question, what is CCSD doing to not only attract new teachers, but retain the ones they have on right now?
Yeah, so I can tell you our work in our HR department, we've hired more than over 200 more than we did last year. The recruitment is ongoing, working with our State Department. As you saw the State Superintendent here on the way out, we talked a little bit about, some of the processing, which they've been doing a great job. The work, unfortunately, we weren't able to negotiate a recruitment bonus this year. Last year we did, and we lost 150 educators that were hoping that would happen again. So, that all happens at the bargaining table. It's not at the picket line. It's not in the community. It happens at the bargaining table. And that's where my focus needs to be to get there. And I think that is the big hang up that we have when you look at the salary schedule to retain teachers. Our teachers need to be compensated, and that's the focus for myself, my team, and our school board. So bargaining table, we can address some of these big issues that we have. But today, what you saw here, which is a model that our team looked at with Arizona State University that partnered with school districts across America. This is what I believe when the dean and the work that they're doing in Arizona State with the school systems in Arizona, this is going to be part of I would say the retention, because it's the working conditions of the teachers. And I think this is going to be the future of education, where there's collaboration, there's teams. And I think this is where we're going to be headed in the future of the Clark County School District.
En español.
Sí.
Prioridad el día de hoy, ¿cuál fue la más grande? Y segundo, ¿qué mensaje tiene para los padres hoy?
Sí, muchas gracias. Lo más importante era los maestros, los autobuses, como le dije, que vinieran, que los llevaran a y la seguridad que llegaran a los niños a la escuela. Para los padres, muchas gracias por mandar los niños que estamos esperando que lleguen. Como digo, los maestros que necesitamos, 1,143 maestros, profesores, eso es la prioridad que nosotros tenemos. Pero para los padres les digo, manden a los niños a la escuela todos los días.
There are a few teachers who are taking to protesting before school and after school. Is there anything you want to say to that?
I think they have their right. It's I'm not going to, obviously that's within their right to do that. But I can tell you, every classroom I went to, every school I went to today, last week, yesterday, our teachers were excited. Our teachers are professionals and they're going to come to work. Bargaining and the negotiations don't happen in the picket line. They happen at the bargaining table, and I welcome the leadership of CCA to get to the bargaining table so we can get this job done so our teachers can get compensated as they deserve.
There's still a lot of confusion about SB 231 and how, if that money is being used, why it's not being used, and I think you mentioned to Abel Garcia, my coworker, it's taking a while to get. Why is that?
Well, it's not here yet, so the money is not at the school district. We submitted our paperwork August 1st, like every other district that we were planning to use it. The state has to then appropriate it proportionally. So the misnotion that there's money here is not, and you heard the governor on Friday, it was a poorly written law. So there's contention on it, and I think that is a problem that we have. It's one-time money. It's not to be used in raises. So as soon as the money gets here, however much we get, our plan is to really compensate for the 2 years that we had the money. We have an agreement, and really we'll be bringing something forward with ESEA and our Teamsters. Something's coming because they understand that it's 2 years.
How do you feel starting this school year knowing that this contract is still up in the air?
Well, I'm going to tell you, what I can say is that every school year after legislative session, the contracts have not been negotiated. That has been, since I've been here, it has nothing to do with my leadership, and it's just really what happens at the negotiating table. That has been the history. When you look at the history of this school district, what we were able to do last Friday for support staff and administrators was historic. You heard from the Teamsters, 20 years in the making for ESEA. So the board has taken this serious. And I remind you, and I'll remind the public, bargaining and negotiation is not at the picket line, it's at the table. And that's where I urge them to come to the bargaining table so we can address this for our teachers that deserve to be compensated.
But the governor also said on that Friday that teachers deserve to be paid.
And I agree with him 100%. I was a teacher. My sisters are teachers. I agree 100%. I'm not denying that teachers shouldn't be compensated. I think our teachers deserve a raise, and I'm trying to get it to them, and it needs to be hit the bargaining table.
Well, teachers that are watching the stream right now, they've heard a lot from CCEA, say those teachers that are a part of that organization. They've heard a lot from their organization about what they're doing. And I'm curious, what is it CCSD is bringing to the negotiating table? I know there's only so much you can say, but from the CCEA, they're saying, okay, if the money's there, first year 10%, second year 8%. Is this not feasible for those teachers that are concerned? What does CCSD do?
We've emailed them with the facts, with the facts that are out there. The salary schedule, it is my priority to address, where veteran teachers are compensated for their years of service and their degrees they've earned. And we've pushed that across the table. That has been very clear. The other piece, we've added healthcare costs. We proposed that, and I think they need to pay attention to the facts, not propaganda. So I'm excited to get to the table so we can address this so our hard-working educators can get compensated.
They've also heard a lot about the lawsuit that's been filed against CCEA. I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk past the statement that you guys have given, but CCEA is saying that they're allowed to pressure certain things during a discussion process, and although they haven't protested yet, I want to give you an opportunity.
Well, no, the statement was very clear in where we are. But if you really look at our teachers, you saw them today. You've been with me today and last week. They're professionals. They'll be working very hard as they do every year. As far as the lawsuit, no further comment on that. I mean, I have to protect our kids and the integrity of the operations of the school system. And know, and I'm also gonna follow the law. And that's where the priorities are for this school system, for our parents, and for our kids, and also for the taxpayer.
One more question. I think protecting kids is important, but if I can't, you're also there to protect teachers as well.
I said that,
Right,
yes,
but-
absolutely.
But let me just ask this, some are in fear of making statements or going out and protest, is there any fear that they should feel?
Absolutely not. I mean, they have the First Amendment right. Hillary? I'll let you speak, Hillary, of course. I don't remove you from press conferences.
I know with the salary schedule that you have mentioned over the last couple of weeks that for 78% of teachers will get some kind of raise, but it's a very wide range. Can you at least put out maybe an average where that raise might sit? I know some are 1%, 1 or 70, but is there kind of a?
No, it's a great question, but I don't have that average, and I know that we put something else on the table, so every educator was compensated.
So it'll be 100%, not just the.
Correct.
Would that be to base salary, or would there also be some bonuses or incentives?
No, there's no bonus, there's no bonus or retention or any of that.
Can you say what the minimum would be in that
No,
scenario?
I really don't want to bargain. I don't want to bargain in public. That's a bad faith bargaining
Right, thank you.
strategy. Thank you so much.
Yo tengo una pregunta de seguridad. Dijo que no hubo ningún incidente grave, pero ¿qué tipo de situaciones se presentaron hoy?
Perdón, la
Sí.
segunda parte.
Dijo que no hubo ningún incidente grave, ¿cierto? ¿Qué tipo de situaciones sí se presentaron?
No tuvimos nada de seguridad, que tuvimos problemas hoy en la escuela. El tráfico, me imagino que fue el tráfico, fue lo único que me preocupó más a mí. Hasta cuando llegamos tarde a la escuela por el tráfico fue lo más importante. No importante, sería lo peor.
Pero hubo más preparación por parte de...
Sí, todas las policías estuvieron y los oficiales preparados para la escuela. Así que muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.